Hello, in this video I'm going to have a look at the Sony Smartband Talk, or the SWR30, and see if it's worth it to buy in 2018. So the Sony Smartband Talk SWR30 came out quite a few years ago now. So would you pay for old tech now in 2018? Well, when it first came out, this was actually about $200. Today, however, you can pick up one of these for under $100, easy. And in fact, I'll leave some links in the description, but let's get on to this a bit. Now, firstly, let's talk about the e-ink display. Now, the SWR30 doesn't use a conventional LCD screen. It actually uses an e-ink display. Now, that can be good and bad. First of all, the screen can have a bit of ghosting on it. When it changes the display a little bit, you can still see a little bit of what remains for a couple of seconds or so at least. Also with an e-ink display, while it does look like it's illuminated right now, it actually isn't. At night time, when you're trying to find, oh, what's the time? You actually can't see it. There's no light on it, you can't see anything on the screen. However, the good thing about the e-ink display is the fact that it's always on. You don't need to tap it to read the time during the day. You don't have to press a button to check your notifications or anything like that. You just take a look and it's there because it's always on. Now you're probably thinking, well, the battery life is probably very bad. And I wouldn't say that. I have had this for about a year actually, and consistently with this I've been getting about 3 days, which I think is okay, as long as you don't have to charge it every day, charge it every 3 days or so. For me, 3 days is acceptable. And you charge the SWR30 through a little mini USB on the side, which does have a little rubber cap over it here. And that's because the Sony SWR30 is actually IP68, which is dustproof and water resistant, and you can dunk it underwater, pull it out, still be fine. You can wear this in the shower and it's all good. It can accidentally fall off in the toilet and it's all good. I totally have not done that. Another good thing about this is you can actually take calls on this. Something you can't do with all smartbands. It has a microphone and a loudspeaker. You can make calls from it, you can send text messages from it, you can read text messages. It has full notification capability. And saying that, it is not for your iPhone. Of course, not everybody uses their smartbands and their smartwatches just for smartphone capability. A lot of people like them for fitness tracking and sleep tracking and things like that. And the SWR30 does that as well. Now it can do that on the smartband, or it can do it connected to your phone through a LifeLog app that is very good actually. I quite like the LifeLog app. It can tell you when you're driving, walking, sitting in front of the TV, on your phone, on social media, Facebook, all that, and it can tell you a lot about your day. However, the downfall to the fitness tracking on this device is, number one, it doesn't have a heart rate monitor. Number two, I don't know how accurate it is, if I'm being honest. Like right now, it's saying I've slept for over 10 hours today. And let me tell you, I haven't slept for over 10 hours today. In fact, I think I slept for about 7.5 hours. So the accuracy could be a little off. Second of all, let's talk about the functionality here. Now this display here, it isn't touch sensitive. To go into messages and read them and reply to them, you do tap on the screen, but it senses the tap, but not through the screen, if you know what I mean. And of course you do have the button here that changes the screens, and you can add additional apps if you like. You can press play on your music on your phone, pause it, do a few other little things like that just simply by a tap. You have the little volume rockers here. But as I said, I've owned this for about a year now. Let's talk about the build quality. How has it held up over that year? As you can see, it's still working. The band looks pretty much new. The band is like a silicone-y, rubbery thing that if you're wearing something linty, it can make the band sort of very linty. The clip to take it on and off, which I do multiple times a day, that hasn't worn out over time. It hasn't just fallen off me at any point. The only form of wear on this after a year is actually the screen is a bit scratchy, which you won't be able to tell there. Other than that, it's actually held up very well. Let's talk about the conclusion for a minute. If you're really into fitness tracking and fitness watches and bands and all that, this probably isn't for you. Look elsewhere. But if you're just looking for a cool little smart band that tells the time, can show you your notifications, and if you absolutely need to take a phone call through it, and you're just having a little bonus of a bit of a fitness band and telling you how many steps you've done and things like that, you don't have to have a heart rate monitor and all that, then this might actually be okay for you, especially for the price that you can get it for now. And if you're looking to buy it, check out some of the links down in the description. And thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that like button if you liked it, subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next video.